Welcome back to our railroad, everyone. Today we've got a fun little project. We're going to RC and battery power and sound a semi rail bus. This was a custom conversion done years ago for the Carlson collection, and today we're going to redo it a little bit. It was track power with no sound. It has lights on the cab. So I've got this little MyLoco sound for a sound card. We're going to try that. I've never run them before. Some can be good, some I've heard are really bad. We'll see. And I've got a Train Engineer receiver. We'll use that for our connections. It's got just a simple little powered truck. I removed all of the wiring on it for the power pickups on the wheels, so you can't short it out if you're running battery power on a track power setup. And I removed all the screws. I lubed it and oiled the engine itself to make sure that the motor doesn't have problems. So let's get to this. Okay, so taking a little closer look at this battery, if we place it in here anywhere, is going to have to be charged with this plug off of a unit, and the door opens right in about this area, so that would make it a little difficult. So we've ordered some new batteries. We should get those here in a few days, so we'll continue with that later. But for now, we have the headlights on the front of the vehicle, and they look pretty good. But we need a backup light. And I found one that was off some engine somewhere a long time ago. So we're going to mount an LED in here. Mount it. Somewhere around the back here. Either low or right on top, and probably right up on top, maybe on one side, but we'll do that somewhere here. Okay, so we have a package that arrived. Let's see what we got. Okay, so we have our racing pack. And we have a spare one. This will be our battery for use in the unit. And we have a charging port and then an operational port. So, as we can come out one of the two doors to charge, it will most likely be setting in like this. And just pull the plug out when I need to recharge it. So as it sits there, it'll be right in here. About like that. Okay. Which means this has to go on the opposite side. I'll put this right here. And then we'll wire the power in. Okay, let's get to work. All right, well, we made a few decisions here. First off, the battery will be going right here. It'll fit in between the shell and this area. The Train Engineer controller will go here. I will be having some sort of a switch control here so I can reach into the baggage car door, turn on the power, or do the set switch for the Train Engineer. And the other thing I can do is I will be putting the speaker here, and to make sure it gets good sound, I will be putting a box over it. So the box will go right in this area. I've got a little trimming to do yet and such, but it'll be right about there. Okay, so that's about where we're at now. Oh, and the sound unit is going to go on one side or the other right in here. We'll get going further on this. Alright, if I've hooked this up the way the instructions say, we should be just about ready to turn it on. Now, I've gone through and run the Train Engineer wires that it said in the manual specifically for this controller, for this MyLoco sound controller. Okay, everything else is connected according to the normal switches. I do have a power setup here. I have an on-off and the link switch to connect it to one of the Train Engineers. So this is the battery we'll be using. It's a lithium polymer, so you have to be careful with these because they can explode on you or burn up. I've got this one set so that when I get the canopy on this, I will be able to charge it from right here, from the door of the combination car. So it's turned off right now. Let's plug these in. That's a fully charged battery. Now I'm just going to let the battery sit there. Okay, we turn it on. Well, sounds like it might work. Now we need to link it to a Train Engineer. Okay, the name for this is going to be Big Red. We're going to use a road number of 7. Alright, so here is Big Red, which happens to be engine number 7. That's engine number 7. This is set up with the Train Engineer. It's got an on switch here. Has the light industrial sound for MyLoco sound. Now the lights are staying on, the headlights are, no matter whether it's backing up or going forward. And close this up. It has, oh, by the way, the name of this unit is Big Red, as you can see why. The horn, It's not the greatest. The bell is good.
All aboard?
And I like the whistle at the end of all aboard.
All aboard?
And then we have engine rev. We can rev up the engine. And when you do engage and pick up your speed, it does. And when you go in reverse, the tail light, the backup light comes on. And then when you don't want to run it, but you don't want to shut it off, you hit number 6. And it shuts the sound down. So that's our build for the semi rail bus. Well, I think we've had enough fun here for a little bit. Let's go run some trains. Well, that'll do it today for our build for Big Red. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. We look forward to seeing you down the rails, and God bless.